To finish up our fire tutorial, we're going to open up the material editor, and I need you to go ahead and select your material, and down here where it says material ID channel, you probably have 0. Go ahead and change that to 1. That way when we go into the video post, we can say that material 1 will have the glow effect to it. Now we can minimize that material, and let's open up video post. Under rendering, find the word video post. Now the first thing we need to do is add a scene event. So we'll do that by selecting the scene event where we'll have the word perspective, that's the view we want, and hit OK. Next thing we want to do is add an image filter event. So we open that up, and by default it says contrast. We want to choose lens effect glow. Go ahead and hit setup. And while we're looking at setup here, we start off by hitting properties. Objects ID and effects ID should both be 1. That's the number we changed our material to. Next we select on preferences. Under preferences, this is where we're going to make some various changes. Change the effect size to 7. The higher the number there, the more the glow seems to pull off of, the farther the light seems to glow away from the object. We also want to go in and keep this where it says pixel, and we're going to change our intensity. We'll take intensity down to 1 because a glow of 100 is just going to be way too much. Okay, so again, size 7, color use pixel, and intensity 100. Now let's hit OK. Finally, we need to go ahead and put in image output event. So we do that by selecting this icon, and this is pretty much going to say where we're going to save and how we're going to save and whatnot. So I'm going to go to Files. Right on my desktop, I'll call this Glow Fire, and I'm going to go ahead and save that as an AVI. Do my setup as uncompressed. Hit OK. And now we're ready to save. Once I hit OK, we have to do one more step, and that of course is to execute our sequence. So verify that your perspective, your lens, and your glow are all in an order, in that correct order. Hit execute. Of course, we're going to work with the range from 0 to 250, so hit the range 0 to 250. And well, just as a good habit, we'll use NTSC DV, which will give us the right format. Now we can hit the word render. And what's going to happen is you're going to see we did not apply the material yet, so I'm going to hit cancel. And we next have to go in, take our material, and drag it to the blizzard. Now what we can do is do another render. And this is going to give us just a still image, okay, of what our rendering is going to look like without the glow. That is render. Now under video post, we hit execute sequence, and that's going to save as glow fire, and we hit yes and render. And now what will happen is the first rendering will go through showing the actual material that we've selected, and then a second pass will go by throwing that glow in there, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to hit pause, and at the conclusion of this, we'll preview our video. I cut the rendering short. However, you can see just from watching this preview here, and again, because it's uncompressed, it is kind of slow. But again, once the computer had a chance to work through, it will speed up a little bit. And of course, in post-production, it would look a lot better as well, a little bit smoother there. But as you notice, we have our flaming material now that disintegrates, and it does glow like fire. So that concludes fire for you. The only other thing I'd like to share with you, though, is when we're looking at your video post, ensure that the perspective or camera view, lens effect, and glow all line up evenly underneath the cue. If it doesn't, for some reason you may have mixed a step. And if that is the case, your rendering won't glow. It'll render like it's glowing, but it will not finalize the glow. So that should complete your lesson. Feel free to email me with any questions you have in regards to this lesson if you choose to do so. And good luck.